Oi, all right, all right. How's it going? I'm Grant, you're you. This is the Doodle Review coming through with a new album to give a spin, chat some fraff about, and assign an arbitrary score to. Today, we're talking about Drain, but before we do, I want to give you the heads up on my newsletter. It comes out every Friday, and I cover a whole range of albums from smaller to bigger artists in a host of different genres. There's a nice little community of us kind of building on that platform now. So go and sign up if you're interested in these reviews. But you know what could do without me just chatting them to you. You could read them at your own leisure, then sign up. They come out once a week. All right, let's get down to it. I saw Drain live in 2023, and it was easily one of the best shows of that year. Frontman Sam Ciara Mataro has so much old school surfer charm. You'd think he was about to lead his band into a rendition of Surfing USA rather than the most shamelessly bombastic crossover hardcore beatdowns you would ever hear. Seemingly, it's this blending of Ciara Mataro's relentlessly positive disposition and guitarist Cody Chavez's thrash metal worship that has seen Drain really resonate with audiences out on the road. They've torn up stages opening for both family-friendly bands like Blink-182 and hardened old head magnets Terror, receiving rapturous applause in both cases. Third album, Is Your Friend, really brings the phenomenon of the band's live show into the studio, both in the fierceness of the instrumentals and the sunny optimism with which they're delivered. That doesn't mean every song here is going down the posicore route. Lyrically, Ciara Mataro still tackles the low or stressful moments of life and barely ventures towards politics. But whether it's dealing with people trying to put them down after finding success or, having some melancholy over previous life choices, his perspective remains optimistic. And this approach leads to lyrics like, shut the fuck up and remember who you are, the reasons you made it this far, which is an excerpt from Scared of Everything and Nothing, a song about having anxiety over what the future might hold after already achieving so much. The track's obviously written about a negative emotion, yet the words are almost as rousing as those in Nights Like These, which is an anthem about the joy of sharing a live experience with audiences around the world. And if you haven't heard the record yet, with all of this talk of positivity and optimism, you could be forgiven for assuming that this Drain album sonically chases the turnstile zeitgeist, or to a lesser extent, rides the military gun wave by combining hardcore aesthetics and pop rock palatability. And you'd be vindicated in that assumption if the first track you heard from this record was Who's Having Fun. It's a melodic, chorus drenched, angsty anthem with singable lyrics, catchy riffs, and a hummable solo. It so plays into the fan fear of bands selling out their harder tendencies to chase the bag. It almost feels like a troll move. It happens to be a great tune and a complete one off. The rest of the record is hard and heavy with maximum chuggage, beatdowns galore, pinch harmonics, and pit ready scream along statements. The whole album is brilliantly consistent from a production standpoint. It's really big. It never feels like what you're hearing is out of reach of the band being able to deliver live, but it feels bigger than Living Proof and massive compared to their debut, California Cursed. Darkest Days is probably one of my favorite tracks and best example of how the instruments are just locked in. The driving chords before we get into the verses are just chef's kiss. I will say there aren't as many riffs here that hit me in the way that stuff off of Living Proof did, but on almost every other level, this feels like a step up for the band, and executionally, it couldn't be done much better. I'd give this probably a 7.8. Let me know. I think we've been spoilt for kind of hardcore on hardcore adjacent albums this year. I think of this, I think of Military Gun, I think of Turnstile. Let me know which other ones I should be counting and including in that list. I'm sure I've forgotten some. Let me know what you think about this album, and if you've ever seen Drain live, I would wholeheartedly, I would recommend that you do, but I'd also love to hear about your experiences. Other than that, though, sign up to the newsletter. The link is floating around somewhere down there, and I'll knock this on the head so we can all go home. Take care. Mind how you go. Bye.